I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Today on EA Sports, it's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on the Denver Broncos.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his first look is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 70 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And he rifles one incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they try the right side here. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Right back to him on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give him some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force it in.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running. Because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos about set to go on offense. Now a handoff looking right. And a a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Carried by number 34.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Out quickly to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And this one taken
get
on
down.
the right sideline, but not in the field of play.
Oh, the fucking ball.
It's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks... move. Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2 and now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first down, Tagovailoa. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And he comes back with one complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for the... And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
By number 34.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 30. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
This is Edwards. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 14. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Tua to try again on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
I have to give them a code every time now. I do deposit or withdraw.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over
I guess they
here.
can get robbed or
So
something.
they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I don't know why.
They'll set up a throw. And he finds a man on the crossing.
It's crazy.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Of 26.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Here's Edwards. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Got games
Now
today.
they'll run it on the toss.
He's
Got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
We're going to read in rainbow. Read in rainbow.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and run it here.
Read in
And he will
rainbow.
get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Miami set to take over.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on
Then you can
first
come in
down.
and do, hey, you can come in and do T-ball. You'll be all right.
They'll keep it on the ground. McGee. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
This defense is just
you think I'm gonna be out there in May? Nigga, I got maybe tournaments in May. I ain't gotta worry about that shit this year. Shit.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
A 4-yard loss.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7, Dolphins 10.
I would have said I don't care.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Tua on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 3rd. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safety in the strangest of ways. My word.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now they try the right side here. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I don't know yet.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop.
I thought I was going to be working with you, but you changed your mind, so I don't know yet.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing.
Okay. You got money in your pocket, though, didn't you?
This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Shut the fuck up.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Looking to pass. Tua firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
They did it, what was that, the 2nd day? We needed to make sure we send you I say,
now Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to
they say send your payment of your, what's that called?
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches
your checks to your form of payment, like you know, the way he was talking, like they get paid right after the game or a couple days later. Yeah, so nigga, we got that paperwork on, what was that, Friday night, the night before the game with the rules and all that shit. Nigga, that shit you get paid on August 5th, April 5th. I said, whoa, April 5th, that's a whole, I said, that's a whole week later.
as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 80.
For them, they won't.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Shit getting rough. It's getting rough in the streets.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's complete.
There's got to be another. There's got to be another source of income to get paid.
The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the
It's a sign and that's it.
in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they get another score here after they didn't
money was nice. $50 for 5 games. What's that? $250.
And try and make something happen if they had any chance.
$250 is 5 games, right? At $50.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
That's 6 for Sunday.
And that means he lost a timeout in that
we
challenge.
did 6 on
As a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the
Saturday
advice
at
of the player.
48,
You threw it
46
yourself,
or 48.
but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins, they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
I might have to do that next week with Carissa.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 28-yard line.
That's your fault.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here.
Tua Tagovailoa sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead.
What Garrett had, though? Did he say he called him back?
Pass
Got
rushers
quiet.
have to be salivating.
It might be
In your ears back time, indeed. And he's not
where Garrett go? He said he called him
here.
back.
He stopped at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Yeah, he did.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I need his ass. I had to get you back in there.
So the Dolphins have it as
Oh,
we
God.
welcome you back in. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. But no reason not to try it there. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 2nd down, Tua. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel
I'm glad this
that they
man
weren't
said
just
he'll
going into
take the
total
plate
prevent
today.
there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back
I
and
know
you
the
lose
guy
your
I'm working with
aggressiveness.
tomorrow
Not
taking
in
the
this
play,
case.
so.
They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
I know the dude tomorrow taking the plate. We already talked about it.
Broncos. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Not totally
I'm so
home
blessed.
free yet,
Blessed.
but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here
I'm
as
so
they keep
blessed.
it on the ground. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Dolphins' 18-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll set up to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
We at the DPS off.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This will be fielded at the 17.
Making sure you
It's
who
one
you
thing to
are.
win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of
Making
points
sure
that
who
they
you
did.
are.
Boy, were they clicking on offense.
Doing a lot of
Feel
security
great
shit.
about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Miami, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Not gonna be able to do it.